Welcome to the Strategic Living. Today, we explore one of Sun Tzu's most powerful insights. He wrote, "All warfare is based on deception." At first glance, these words sound harsh. Deception? Trickery? Isn't that dishonorable? But Sun Tzu was not glorifying lies. He was pointing to a deeper truth about human conflict, strategy, and even everyday life. Victory often comes not from brute force, but from perception, misdirection, and the ability to shape how others see reality. Let's dive into what this passage really means and how it applies to modern life. When Sun Tzu said that warfare is based on deception, he meant that the greatest generals don't simply overpower their enemies. Instead, they confuse, mislead, and outthink them. They create uncertainty in the enemy's mind. They strike where they are least expected. They appear weak when they are strong, and strong when they are weak. In this way, the enemy is defeated long before the battle begins. Think about it. If your opponent believes you will attack at dawn, but you strike at night, you win the element of surprise. If your competitor thinks you are retreating, but you are luring them into a trap, their strength becomes their downfall. Deception, in Sun Tzu's wisdom, is not dishonesty for its own sake. It is the art of strategy, the ability to control the field by controlling perception. History gives us many examples of this principle. During World War II, before the D-Day invasion of Normandy, the Allies created one of the greatest deceptions in military history. They built fake tanks, staged false radio transmissions, and even used a double agent to convince Hitler that the invasion would come at Pas-de-Calais instead of Normandy. The deception worked. German forces were spread thin, and when the real invasion came, the Allies secured their foothold. This victory was not just about weapons and soldiers, it was about strategy and perception. But how does this apply to modern life, far from the battlefield? In business, deception often takes the form of branding and positioning. A company might appear small and unthreatening, while secretly preparing to dominate a market. Startups often use this strategy, keeping a low profile until they are ready to launch something groundbreaking. In personal growth, deception can mean surprising the world by quietly preparing yourself. While others think you are idle, you are learning, training, and improving. Then, when the moment comes, you reveal your strength, catching everyone off guard. In negotiation, deception is not about lying, but about not revealing your entire hand. Smart negotiators know how to guide perception, keeping their true position hidden until the right moment. Sun Tzu's wisdom can also be seen in sports. A skilled athlete might fake a move, causing the opponent to stumble before striking in another direction. Victory comes not just from strength, but from unpredictability. In relationships, deception does not mean manipulation, but rather the ability to manage impressions. For example, in moments of conflict, showing calmness and restraint when you are upset can shift the dynamic. You control the outcome not by force, but by controlling perception. So how can we use this wisdom in our daily lives? First, learn the value of surprise. Don't reveal every plan or every strength too early. Keep some things hidden and let results speak louder than promises. Second, shape perception. Think about how others see you, your work, or your goals. Success is not just about what you do, but how it is perceived. Third, be unpredictable. If you are always predictable, others will outmaneuver you. But if you keep people guessing, they cannot easily exploit your weaknesses. Finally, remember that deception is not about dishonesty. It is about strategy. It is about making careful choices to give yourself the greatest advantage. Sun Tzu's words remind us that the world is not won by brute force alone. It is won by intelligence, preparation, and the ability to control how others see reality. All warfare is based on deception. In our lives, this means learning when to reveal, when to conceal, and when to strike. It means preparing quietly, moving strategically, and surprising the world when the time is right. So as you go through your own battles, in business, in relationships, in self-improvement, ask yourself, am I predictable? Am I revealing too much too soon? Or am I using strategy to shape outcomes in my favor? The truth is, success belongs to those who plan, who prepare, and who master perception. Thank you for joining me on The Strategic Living. For more timeless wisdom from Sun Tzu's The Art of War applied to modern life, be sure to subscribe. And remember, strategy is not just about fighting battles. It is about living wisely, thinking ahead, and shaping your world.